Hi, I'm Pat Hooks. We want to share with you a little bit today about the roping basics. Maybe this will get y'all started off, most especially people needing to learn. In my left hand, you consider this your coils. Down at the end, this is your tail. I like to leave the tail over onto the left-hand side of my horse. In between my coils and what I got a little bitty started as a loop here is considered my feed. This rope in particular is a 60-foot rope. It's a triple X soft nylon rope. It's made for roping horses. It's great for that. The metal Hondo, named after the man that had it, Buck Brannaman, outstanding roper. Don't think you could beat him. The idea of this metal Hondo is to make the rope slip. When you throw slack back to it, it'll honor that. It'll put slack back into the loop so it don't bite so hard as to burn your horse. The way I go about building my loop, I would take this loop, and what you're actually doing when you build your loop, you're taking this feed in between in these coils. You're turning your hand over, bringing that Hondo up, and you're putting that coil into a loop. Turn that again, make you a pretty good sized loop. Roll your coils over forward. Give yourself a little more feed. The next part of my loop I would make would be my spoke that would reach from about here to my shoulder. So there would be a loop formed and made. This would be my coils in my left hand. Would be my feed coming across within the center. The very bottom of the loop is called the tip. The top third of the loop would be considered my base. And again, this is your spoke coming back to your throwing hand. When you twirl your rope, as with an overhand throw, as such, you're actually throwing, and you should feel and practice that you're actually throwing the tip. You're not throwing the loop. I'll slow that down best I can. I'll put that out, turn my hand over as I come back towards my head, and then bring my tip around. That would be your basic overhand throw. It would be not a thing wrong with maybe getting you a nice sidearm shot as such, and just throw that nice and soft. Another tip that would be handy about these long ropes, if you've got a long distance, drop your coil in there. Coil's worth about 10 feet. What that does is that takes these light ropes and it lets it sail. The weight of the coil helps the rope to go out. Another basic loop that you really need to learn that I think is very handy is called a hula hand. A hula hand, to remember, is thumbs down. It would be like taking a right-handed man throwing a left-handed loop. Thumbs down, hula hand. Learn to throw that and relax that. Out flat as such would be an animal or something that's pretty much stationary to throw a flat loop. The faster your animal would come at you or to the side. This shot's good for stock traveling left to right, that your loop would stand upside down as such. Those are pretty much of the basic loops you could use to throw and would really help you out. I hope that helps you just a little bit. That little bit of information should work for you really good. I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like more information or you'd like to visit with us, feel free to email us at hookshorseranch.com. Until then, remember, there's one bit that works on all horses, a bit and all.